Our film directors are evil and dangerous and whatever are people that do not recognize that or will not admit to that in themselves, and so have to push it towards people outside of themselves so that they can then look down on and feel safe about what's inside themselves. And I think those are the dangerous people, really. Those are the people that can snap and, climb the tower with a rifle.
I always found it an irony that, the same people that would support a war or, live a lifestyle that would require entire third world countries to be put in near slavery would at the same time be appalled by somebody that did something that was only effective within a certain closed, dark room called a movie house.
I mean, people often ask me, why do people want to go and be scared? And my answer is that people don't want to go and be scared. They are scared.
Quite often my audiences are the outcasts, the kids with the long hair and blacks and Hispanics and people that society thinks, discounts. And they're quite often the absolute quickest to grasp what I'm doing, much faster than the civilized critics and people that supposedly are supposed to have heads on their shoulders.
So it's interesting to me that we have such a resistance in some ways to immigration and immigrants in the United States because they bring in this enormous amount of energy and richness of other cultures. In my mind, part of a sort of a Republican way of looking at the world, very paternalistic, lots of guns, and thinking of the minorities as kind of dirty and stupid. Or price of that, and how important it is to try to get our mind outside of that paradigm and look at everybody as a potential resource for building our own humanity.
My theory is that when you do a horror film, it's almost like you construct a very complex character that has all sorts of things hanging off of him or her. The past and what mom thought and, what their friends think you should do and everything else. And one by one you kill them. And you get rid of it until you end up with this core persona, the hero or the heroine, that knows exactly what's going on, still has goodness, but is able to kick ass and take names and stays awake. And that's what it's all about. I feel very much like the real stakes that are going on in the planet, insofar as humankind is concerned, is consciousness. Are we going to be awake or are we going to be asleep? And the only way to get rid of the boogeyman is to stay awake. And my feeling was it's time to stop dreaming. And I guess that's become the theme.